Hello everyone and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, here I am at Glasgow Airport waiting for my flight to the Netherlands, which so far appears to be on time. I'm watching an array of very colourful people who are choosing to fly today of all different races and nationalities. Which reminds me, of course, that Glasgow is a very cosmopolitan and international city. Not as much as London, we might say, but it is. The strange thing about Glasgow Airport is it's not actually in Glasgow. Like many of the airports around the UK, they choose the next city, or they choose a nearby large town to name the airport. We've spoken about this before. For example, London Stansted and London Gatwick and even London Heathrow. They're not exactly near London. So today it's Glasgow Airport, which sits in Paisley. Now, it's not actually far away from the centre of Glasgow, but it certainly isn't there. And it's certainly not within walking distance. The first little shock for me today was when the taxi driver said that he had to charge me £5 extra to drop me at the airport terminal. Apparently this airport is charging taxi drivers an extra £5 to park for 15 minutes. And since many taxi firms around here are very small, he would have to pass that on to me. The alternative would be to drop me on a pavement at a garage around 10 minutes away, and I would have to walk. So I paid him an extra £5 for the drop-off. And that's something you need to remember, because I'm sure it's not just Glasgow Airport that has this. So if you're taking a cab, make sure you're very clear on how much they're going to charge you. Well, getting through airport security was quite something. These days I see the rules have changed a little bit, and it seems that you still have to show your laptop and mobile phones. By the way, that's a very, very bitter, unhappy looking employee of the airport wheeling a cage around. I don't know where she's going with that. I think it's some delivery cage. Anyway, yes. So, yeah, I was just saying that airport security, they still want to see your mobile, they still want to see your tablets. There's no longer a necessity to remove your shoes. But if you're wearing boots, they do want you to remove them. And if you bleep, like I did, they'll ask you to remove your shoes anyway. So I took off my shoes and my belt, and I was still bleeping. I think it's because of my glasses, I'm not sure. Anyway, I bleeped, and they took me to the side and searched me, but it didn't seem to be very thorough, I'm pleased to say. And here I am now, sitting with a 7-Up Zero outside W.H. Smith's, which is one of our newspaper shop chains inside the airport. So I have around another hour to wait for my flight, so let me just describe what I'm seeing in front of me. Well, mostly it seems to be tourists and holiday makers, some of whom look very happy. Compared to other airports in the UK, I haven't actually seen any pilots or anybody moving, but then again, I'm not at any departure gates yet. That might be why, but often as you walk through an airport, you might see some air stewards with their beautiful uniforms, along with pilots. But so far, I haven't seen anybody. Surprisingly, when I went into the pharmacy, they didn't actually have any kind of people there. Everything was automated. There were only people there to assist. So they've obviously taken away the tills. And I think it's the same in W.H. Smith's. I'm just looking in there now. A lot of teenagers clearly going somewhere. I don't know where. And I seem to be sitting at the end of a large white corridor. I can see at least 3 fire exits, all clearly marked. And I can see the sign for the toilets, disabled toilets, baby toilets, 1, 2, 3, 4 types of toilets there for 4 types of people. And what else am I looking at? Yes, there's Starbucks. People are having coffee. And of course, across from me is a football store called the Rangers store. Now, this is quite interesting. Rangers is a major team in Glasgow, a football team, but many of you probably don't know that it's very tribal. Rangers and Celtic have their own supporters based upon the religion they're born into. Catholics support Celtic, Rangers support... Catholics support Celtic, Protestants, non-Catholics, support Rangers, and that's a very, very contentious issue here, which can quickly escalate to violence. It's one of these local things. It's really bizarre, and you have to be very careful if you come across people who are wearing different football colours, because they're not only making a statement about their football team, they're making a statement about their tribe. What else can I tell you? Well, there's some artwork on the walls here. And the one thing I know about Glasgow Airport, for those of you who are in any way spiritual or religious, it has a very beautiful prayer room. I keep missing it because I keep going through into departures too quickly. But it is known for being one of the finest of the airports in the UK. So if you're looking for a quiet space just to sit, that would be very nice. Although I don't think it's after security. I think you have to find it before security. Finally, some employees are walking around there, and they're obviously heading towards the departure terminals. There's one man who's completely overdressed, wearing a very heavy jacket, a shirt, a t-shirt. The weather's very nice today. I didn't even bring a jacket because I've heard that the Netherlands is also going to be very warm. So everyone's looking very summery, and I can see in W.H. Smith's they're also selling Scottish souvenirs, clothing, biscuits, and I suppose other things which are historically Scottish. Behind me here, there's some people sitting on their laptops, no doubt trying to do some work. And it's fairly quiet. This is typical UK. It's like 4 toilets, 3 fire exits right next to me. But nothing which is actually useful. You know, that way we seem a little bit obsessed about these things sometimes. And that's it. So I hope you found this helpful, and I'll keep the podcast coming throughout the rest of the week from the Netherlands. Okay, so thank you so much. I wish you all a very, very peaceful day. Bye.